construction, who are the main contractors on the job. My role really was to coordinate the work, material delivery and things like that throughout the programme, and basically take the job from when we started until the finished article here now. Basically, whenever I started on site, it had fallen into quite a bit of disrepair. I believe there'd been squatters in as well, so it had become quite run down. And my initial reactions were that there was quite a bit of serious work in front of us to get it to come round. It's taken guts of a year to do this, but really I feel that it's been worthwhile. We've been using a lot of materials which would have been used originally, and trying to replace like for like where possible. And for example, the window sashes we had to reproduce exactly as they were. Luckily, with some samples from the building originally. So things like that I found very interesting to try and put back the way it was, and I feel that we have achieved this. The like of cornicing, doors, windows, etc. Again, we've gone back to the original template to try and reproduce authentically. There were quite a lot of structural work to do initially. So whenever you're doing work like that, it can be quite difficult until you actually start to open up and see exactly what work's involved. So there were some surprises from that point of view. But basically, we're just sticking to sound engineering principles to put things back the way they were. Make sure there's good support. For example, there was a chimney which had to stay. We had quite a bit of support work to do for that. And that was quite an interesting aspect of the work as well. And these things obviously do take a wee bit of time, they can't be rushed, so there was that aspect of things as well. Whenever you start to take things apart, you don't really know exactly how much work you have to do until you're going to start to try and put it back together as well. The materials which we're using you don't come across them every day. There's quite a bit of difference in that and what modern build, if you like. Also, some of the techniques which we've used, we've had to reproduce as well, which has been quite interesting from my point of view to do work like that. You probably get sample panels built and stuff like that, and from that then we can see exactly what's closest and what we can use, and use of natural products such as lime mortar and things like that, which we've had to use as well, just to again reproduce the authenticity from the bygone era. It's always nice to be able to associate with work like this. A lot of the work it hasn't been straightforward because we've had to do a lot of research into, for example, the brick which have been used to try and match in as closely as possible. And we found that at times it could be quite trying to try and get it exactly as. But as we can see now, I think it was worth the effort because we've tried to match everything in as closely as possible.